Okay, awesome. So here are some movements that you can do with your fingers, your hands, your wrists, all in the effort to increase circulation to these areas, which could help reduce inflammation. It can help increase strength in the hands because I know sometimes with arthritis, you might lose some of the strength in the fingers and hands. So these exercises can also be really beneficial for that. We're increasing range of motion with these practices. And yeah, just bringing more energy. You've probably heard or know from direct experience, if you don't move it, you lose it. So we got to keep things moving because this is going to help hydrate these tissues. And when the tissues are more hydrated, everything just glides and works better, and there is hopefully going to be less pain. So the first practice that I'm going to show you, and by the way, all of these, like maybe try to do this whole video once a day, and then maybe try to take some of the practices and maybe do one before lunch, one before dinner, just like really starting to incorporate all of these little practices in your daily life. And I really think that you'll see some results because of that. And then of course, just the reminder that none of this should hurt. It might feel a little out of your comfort zone, but if you notice increased pain, like maybe the next day, that's a great signal from your body that maybe you went a little too hard yesterday. So in general, I'm just going to try to show you all the different possibilities for movement or hand yoga. And if you want to, you can just do it the amount of time that I'm prescribing it here, or you can do some more sets. So really it's gonna just depend on how you're feeling every day. Maybe you want to do this every other day. So I think you're just going to start to get a sense of what's best for you and your body. All right, so the first one I want to show you is grabbies. So it's just this. I'm just moving the fingers. So this one's a great warm up. Just moving, and then maybe some wrist rotations. Make sure you go both directions. And so this one is also great to do like in between the exercises. So maybe you would even do something like this, shaking your hands out. All right, so the next one is called the wave. So you're gonna bring your fingers together, and so it just looks like this. I'm just trying to make it, I'm not doing such a great job with making the example, but you get the idea. Like, we're really trying to make a wave. There we go. So I hope you're doing it along with me. All right, so now we're going to try to switch directions. And once you get these memorized, just think maybe like 1 minute on each of them. So my wave was getting pretty weird. Okay, so in between. Now we'll do some individual finger stretching. So it's taking the pinky, so that was 10 seconds. Not only are these practices going to help release tension, but they're also going to strengthen these areas in your body. So there's a great benefit to that as well. And then of course the thumb. And then we'll do the other hand. So about 10 seconds on each finger. And of course, welcoming your long, slow, deep breaths. You could even do the counted breath where you count in 4 and out 4, or whatever feels right for you. Or maybe just sing, breathing in, breathing out. All of that is good. And then let's shake it out again. Next up is thumb taps to each finger. So thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Now, maybe you don't have that range of motion, so just act as if, right? So if you can't physically make that happen, that thumb, trying to show it, the thumb finger connection, just do what you can. It's this motion, right? So remember not to cause yourself more strain. Keep it mellow. Do what you can do. My favorite teacher, so I studied at his ashram for a while, and his favorite saying is, a little bit of something is better than a lot of nothing. So do what you can do. Just do it. And then maybe some more shakies. Okay, so this one could be a little more challenging, but give it a try. So we could think of it as, like, this is the bird beak. Then we're going to make a light fist, the body, and then we're going to fly. Beak, body, fly. Beak, body, fly. Okay, let's do it 3 more times. Beak, body, fly. Beak, body, fly. Beak, body, fly. Maybe some wrist circles after that. Fist squeezes. So just depending on how this feels in your body, just a light squeeze. And if you're feeling relatively good, this is another one where it could really be strengthening. So you could make like a really tight fist and really squeeze. Or maybe just a gentle squeeze. The whole idea is to get it moving. Maybe about 10 of these. Good. All right, so this one is expand palm and fingers, kind of like stars. So open and close. Open. Like I'm really doing my best to like stretch through my palms, stretch through my fingers, and release. Stretch and release. Stretch. So not only am I stretching this way, but I'm also trying to stretch and make space between each of these fingers. Let's do one more. Awesome. Okay, so those are the little stars. Prayer hand circles, so the hands come in front. And we're trying to keep our hands in contact the whole time. So it looks like this. Of course, you can go as fast or as slow. This is also tonifying the muscles in the forearms, the upper arms. We're also nourishing the joints in the elbows. Okay. And then you can also bring it this way. Bring it in towards you now. And there's no specific guidelines. You're just doing the best you can. Does not have to look like what I'm doing. It's just this basic movement. All right. What do I have next here? Oh, laced hand squeezes. So we're going to interlace the fingers. And just pretend like you have like a little like ping pong ball or something in there, and you're just going to squeeze into it. Squeeze into it. And you can squeeze that ping pong ball however hard you want. Maybe it's really hard. Maybe your hands are feeling good that day. So then we're creating a strength program, or not a program, but like some strengthening. Good. Then look and see how your fingers are interlaced, and then shift them. And then we do the same thing. And you decide how hard you're squeezing that ping pong ball. And again, about 10 repetitions that's great. That's perfect.